We're super excited. We were lucky enough to have a lot of the players up here this summer working on their own and working in the weight room and working hard in their jobs and taking some classes. And so a lot of the team has been together a lot this summer. So I feel like we're kind of rolling into season here a little bit. But with the preseason starting, obviously a very exciting time. We have a lot of great players returning to the team this year, exceptional leadership, and some great new additions that they're going to help us quite a bit. Yeah, we'll start with Casey Miners coming back for her 5th season. One of the best players in the GLIAC for sure. I think she really leads a middle core that you could argue is one of the better in the conference this year between her and Rachel. And we have some other great middles as well. So really excited about what Casey brings. Just an exceptional human being, well respected across the board. Great student, great captain, great middle blocker. Just a great person to be leading your way. Megan Robbie, I think, has been one of the most overlooked players in the conference for a long time. She's just such a good player. Finds ways to score, not flashy at all, but you just look back at a game and you say, man, she really got it done. One of those other people who's just an exceptional human being and a great person, great mentor, great leader, great teammate. 6 rotation outside that's going to score a lot and do a lot for us. Tess Hayes, as you mentioned, freshman of the year. Coming into year 2, she's already getting better. You saw it in the spring. She had a great spring. We add Avery Brown into the setting core, a D1 transfer that's going to help us out and really elevate our entire setting game, from top to bottom. So I'm really excited about what we have returning, and I think we just have exceptional leadership across the board. I think Amelia Albers comes into her sophomore year, as the libero, and we have some, great options there as well. Elena Corwin, phenomenal player. We have a freshman, Madeline Elson, who does a lot of good things. DS and libero being 2 separate positions for us, maybe, we have some really good options there. But I think Amelia, it was only one of 2 liberos I've ever had that were freshmen starting for us. So you can really think that, she's going to step up even more this year for us. And she's, I think, one of the best passers in the league. Megan for sure, Rachel in the middle, Casey for sure. We have a transfer from down in Grand Rapids area, Abby Perkins. She's a 5th-year senior for us that can really put it on. She probably hits the hardest ball I've seen in our gym for a very long time. So I think we have a lot there. Our offense, as we continue to mature and get that ball to target and get our offense even more options. I mean, last year we finished, either second or third in most offensive categories, and I think we can be right there and even better. We're going to be challenged again. Man, here I was thinking last year's preseason schedule was going to be as hard as it gets, and then we kind of one-upped it. We got to Colorado, beautiful place, Golden, Colorado, kind of a cousin school in Colorado Mines. The academic piece, we're pretty much the same kind of school there. They're a great program. They had been a great program for a very long time. They'll be a host. We're going to play Regis to begin the season. I know their coach really well. I've worked on the national committee with him. He's got a phenomenal program. They're going to be a top 15 team. Colorado Mesa in that same league, the RMAC. They're an NCAA tournament team. And then Gannon from Pennsylvania, coach there has them in the NCAA tournament every single year. And then we're here for a new edition of the QNL Classic. We're calling it the Up North Tournament. It's a co-hosting tournament we've had with a couple different programs. But we're going to host Duluth, top 10, perennial top 10, St. Cloud, perennial top 10, top 5. They have the National Player of the Year returning for a 5th year. And then Findlay, a former arch rival in the GLIAC. We really went at it at the crossover this year in 5. We came out ahead after coming way, way back. That should be a barn burner. So we have 7 pre-GLIAC matches, and every single one of them is going to challenge us. But I think like it did last year, it should prepare us for the GLIAC. And considering, I think, how much we've matured as a team and how, we had, 7 freshmen overall. There were times with 6 of us, 6 freshmen at a time out there. With all that just coming back with this challenge to begin the season, I think we really entered the GLIAC season very prepared. Last season, it was the first time this is my 13th year now, where we beat at least every team one time, one way or the other. And even in years where we were, say, 14-2, that wasn't always the case. Everyone beat each other up last year, and I think it's going to be something similar. Roosevelt, led by my good friend Nick Paquis down there. They joined the league, and we're excited about that. You couldn't have a better coach bringing a team into the league than Nick, and I think that they're going to add a great deal to the league. But from top to bottom, what we proved last year is that everyone can beat everyone, and we have to be prepared for that. I think for us, the path to the NCAA tournament is hang on and really compete for these first 2 weekends and beat some good teams and really raise our level. And then we have to win the games we ought to win through the GLIAC. And what games those are is to be determined, but we're going to take it 1 week at a time. I'm super honored to be in the role. I'll be chair of the NCAA committee this year for volleyball. A big part of that is organizing and managing the NCAA postseason. It's certainly helpful for the GLIAC in that there's a representative from our league sitting on the committee and chairing the committee this year. I follow two very good coaches as chair, Jill down in Florida, and then Jim Booz over at Minnesota Duluth were the two chairs my first 2 years on the committee, and I learned a great deal from them. And I just look forward to helping NCAA volleyball the best way I can.